Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Now I cannot get up. Hello friends, welcome back to the studio. We're gonna be painting every day this week. I have these 10 blank coasters and they need to be painted and shipped to Portland in 15 days. I'm very honored that Nucleus Portland asked me to be a part of their coaster show, and I might have bit off more than I could chew because I was very excited. I was like, I'm gonna make 10 coasters. This was like months ago. The 10 coasters have yet to be painted and we have about 2 weeks, but I wanna make sure they get to the gallery in time. So I'm giving myself a week deadline, and I thought it would be a fun video to paint every day for a week. We're gonna do 2 coasters a day. They're about 4 inches by 4 inches. It's Monday. Please like and subscribe to this video if you think I can make it to Friday and have all 10 coasters painted. I need to know if you believe in me, because I don't know if I believe in myself right now. In preparation for this week, I have been sketching out all my ideas for these posters. I do have all 10 coasters planned out on what I want to do. The theme for my coasters is going to be niche hobbies. We're just going to start today. The 2 we're doing are circus juggler and a mushroom forager. Use this watercolor pencil to somehow trace my sketches onto here. So I'm just gonna draw directly on it. I wish I could trace these, but they're just like too thick and I'm unable to trace anything. So yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, I'm just gonna attempt to replicate it as best as I can. Okay, so you might be wondering why the coasters are pink, and I did this because when I layer more paint on top of them, there'll be a nice warm glow to all the paints I use. And I'm using Holbein's acrylic gouache. The colors I used for the wash were a mix of opera, coral, and cosmos pink, and I did like a very, very light wash. I added a lot of water to this gouache, so I created a very thin, almost watercolor like layer. And as you can see, it kind of peeks out between like the whites and the creams, so it just adds like a little something something. I really like how it looks. I've seen a bunch of other artists do it, and I thought it was something I wanted to add into my painting process. And it is a little bit confusing at first because the background is pink and I'm like, what colors are looking good? But eventually it all ties together. This guy is the juggler and he's juggling some unique items. I wanted to add in Easter eggs to all the pieces, so by the end of this video, let me know if you could catch some of them. Wink, wink. Done painting this one. I'm gonna start the second one and then put all the details in with colored pencil and stuff afterwards, after I paint both of them. So I'm gonna start this one now. Moving on to the mushroom forager, but I don't want to reveal too much about this one because I did film the whole entire process on my Patreon. So for my $5 digital tier, you could see the whole process, get some big life updates from me in that video. It's kind of like a podcast painting style. It's about 25 minutes long. Go check it out. Also on my digital tier, you could get a bookmark printable as well as all the previous month's videos and printables. And we do have a book club in the $5 tiers and a nice little Discord so we all can chat about it. And yeah, that is my little self-promo of the day. You could go check that out on patreon.com/bykatiemai. I also have a mailing tier. And these are this month's bookmark, print, and sticker if you're interested. You have until the end of May to sign up for these rewards, and the next month's rewards will be revealed soon.
Hi, are you bored? Are you bored? Oh, I know, stretch. stretch, 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 stretch. Oh, baby. Oh.
So I finished painting these two, and I just need to add details with colored pencil and like other mixed media, and like add eyes and stuff like that and more texture. But I'm really happy with how these are turning out so far. I really love this color palette. It's like my signature color palette, I feel like. This material holds gouache very well. I don't know exactly what it is, but I really like it. Yeah, that's day one. Oh my god, I can't stop sneezing.
Ready to go for a walk? Ready? Let's go. Dog park?
Picked up these sardines the other day and they look really yummy. I just really love the packaging. I also got this one in spicy tomato sauce. This also looks really yummy. But one thing I love is savory oatmeal. I grew up eating it. My grandpa would always make it. Chop some in. They're in spicy olive oil with pickles, so I'm pretty excited. I'm still a little bit congested today. I do feel better than I was yesterday, but I'm definitely still super sniffly. Ooh, that looks spicy.
I want to do everything.
I need to finish the details on the second one, and then we're gonna paint 2 more of them today. I have to just refine some of the sketches I have here. I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'll get back to you when I start to paint them. This took like 2 hours. It's somehow 1:30 already, and I don't know where the time has gone. I'm also watching YouTube on the side here. I did a nice wash of pink, so there's a glow in the back of the pieces. This watercolor colored pencil and sketched my design. So I'm just gonna start painting now. I'm gonna stick to the same color palette, and yeah, hopefully I can finish these 2 today.
My boyfriend was actually a huge inspiration on these coasters. He has a lot of fun different hobbies, and his most recent side quest has been kombucha and fermenting. So this little frog is directly inspired by him. He has been buying a lot of funky jars and has recently made some crazy kombuchas. And yeah, this one was very much an experimentation because I wanted it to look a little funky when you see him through the glass jar. I wanted his eyes to be a little wonky and his nose to be a little wonky. And it was definitely hard to make the jar because I wanted a bunch of different bacteria and microbes to be moving around. But I also wanted the jar to be transparent so you could see him behind it. And what I ended up doing was a lot of different thin layers of gouache. So it basically acted like a watercolor. I then layered all the little microbes on top. And then I did another light wash of gouache on top of that. And then I added some bubbles so you could see through all of the layers. And I had no idea what I was doing. I should have planned this one out a little bit more, but I honestly don't think... I think I did a good job with what I envisioned. I think it turned out exactly how I was envisioning it. I'm glad the gouache worked well, so I didn't have to waste a whole coaster.
I was really nervous to make the bubbles and like the glass reflections on this, but I think it turned out really nice. I had to add the details to this, and I think that's what's really gonna make everything pop when I add like the black shading and like the texture that is in these, because it's right now it's pretty muted. I think that will really bring in the darker tones and everything. But I'm gonna start this other one. It's 3 p.m. right now, so that took me about 2 hours to paint this whole thing. So yeah, I'm aiming to finish around 5 today because I have plans after this. But this one should be a lot easier because it's not as much thinking involved in this one. But yeah, these little guys are very tiny, and it's hard for me to get a lot of detail because I usually use a size 10 or 8 brush, and sometimes my brush control when things are really tiny aren't that great, so we'll see. Ooh, oh no.
Okay, I have a little secret to tell you about this bonsai coaster. I, at the end, decided to delete one of those little white creatures. So if you could spot which one I deleted by just looking at the final one, let me know. I feel so bad, but I think it ended up looking better, but yeah, I deleted him.
Hello, it is day 3 of painting every day. I have some other work to finish right now. So I have to do some editing. I have to post my bookmark printable on Patreon and order all my Patreon prints for the month of May. This is what it looks like if you're interested. Every month I send out a postcard, bookmark, and sticker to your door. So if you're interested in receiving Happy Mail, you could check that out on my Patreon. I'm gonna reset this area because it has gotten pretty messy, and we're gonna do 2 more coasters today. I feel like I'm getting more used to the process. I just know it's gonna take me like a good 5 hours of sitting down to finish these 2 today. Not dreading it, but I know I'm gonna be locked in for a minute, so I'm just mentally preparing myself to be like that. I got myself another blueberry latte today. It's so good, so good. But yeah, let's clean up a little bit. This is the May sticker. It says, "I'm growing at my own pace." I'm gonna send this to my laptop. So I've been using Playbook to send all my art files. I worked with them previously, and it's kind of like Dropbox. It's really easy to send and share a link to a file. So that is what I've been using. So I'm gonna send over my print files to the print shop. Today we're doing Professional Bowler and Rat DJ. I forgot I'm doing a reel, so I'm gonna film that really quickly. Do you want to go on a walk? Want to go on a walk? Oh my goodness.
I'd like to take a moment to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Squarespace has been my website hosting platform for years and a longtime sponsor of the channel. I love how easily customizable it is. You could find everything you need to know about me as well as all my social links on my website. It houses my portfolio, which I updated with my favorite coaster designs in literally 5 seconds. And I recently had my shop clear out sale on my website. Now that everything is sold out, it's time to remove it from my main menu. And you could see that I made all these changes within a few clicks. Whether you're creating a shop or illustration portfolio, Squarespace makes everything easy and beautiful with their customizable site templates. If you're interested, head to squarespace.com/KDMI to receive 10% off your next website or domain purchase.
Let me show you how I make my paint palette. So first, we take a layer of tinfoil, and then on top of that, we do a paper towel. And then I'm just gonna wet this paper towel with water. Okay, and then on top of that, a layer of parchment paper. This is what I put the paint on so the paint stays wet because I'm using acrylic wash. And then I just fold the sides over so it's nice and neat. I learned this from Rebecca Green and it has been so handy because acrylic wash dries super fast, so this allows me to work with it for a few hours at a time. Alright, so I have that, my water, and my paper towel. Looks like the rat might be in space or something, so I'm gonna save the details for last, and then we're gonna jump into this bowling guy. And I don't know what colors I want to do for this one yet. I'm thinking the stars will be I feel like I want the bowling ball to be red, definitely, so maybe just start there.
그래 미소에 넌 취한 것 같아 자꾸만 웃음이 나 어린아이 장난 같아 다정한 밤 공기가 적당한 벌 바랬던 나를 돼 다른 음악이 돼 달콤해 그대와 나를 한 잔에 피냐콜라다보다 달달한 그 말 사랑해 이 세상 누구보다 더 마음의 이끌림을 따라 내게 다가가 입 맞출래
I've been watching a lot of Rotten Mango. It's actually 4:52, so that actually took me exactly how long I thought it would. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this a lot more. Like every time I do this, it seems easier and easier to paint. I'm going faster and faster, which is awesome. And then at the end, I'm like, shoot, I still have to do all the details. Since this is like the 6th one, I have all the colors I've been using. I'm just giving you a rundown of all the colored pencils I have. I love these Holbein colored pencils. They're so nice and creamy. Then I have these Derwent Chroma Flows. These are a bit harder. They're not as creamy. I still like them though. And then the third type of color pencils I use are Prismacolors. You can see these ones are getting tiny. These are nice middle ground between these two. I'm gonna start doing the details on these now.
보다 다른 사람 다가와도 답은 늘 하나예요 영원히 함께 너와 달콤해 그대와 나 한 잔의 피치 마티니보다 상큼한 그 말 사랑해 이 세상 누구보다 더
Dog park, and I'll see you tomorrow. Day 4 of this challenge. 2 more days left, 4 more coasters left, and honestly, it hasn't been as bad as I thought it would. I feel like going into it with a plan and like knowing that I have to get it done is kind of motivating me more, and I've actually had a lot of fun making these coasters, which is the most important part. I didn't want to like force myself to paint or make it feel like I'm forced to. Excited to get the last 4 done. These are the ones that I haven't really thought out as much, so we will see. I have to sketch them out a little bit more. We're almost done. I didn't get a blueberry coffee today. I made my own coffee at home. It's really yummy. I'm getting like the Chobani sweet creamer. It's really good. Here's a recap of all the ones we have so far. I'm gonna clean this space up again so I could film that reel, which is just moving all of these over. These are the ones we have. And then let's see which ones. Okay, I have to do, the ones I have left are the Vintage Stamp Collector, Fly Fisherman, Sock Knitter, which I don't even have an idea for. I really don't like this composition. I was going back and forth with that one for a while. And then we have Ballet Dancers. The Ballet Dancers, these are like the roughest sketches ever. I kind of wanted them to be, like flower ballet people in a garden. If you could get the vibe from that, so I had to kind of figure out that one. I was going back and forth on like what I want the fisherman to look like. Like, is he holding the fish? Is he actively fishing? For the Stamp Collector, I thought it would be cute to make it like a pigeon. And the Sock Knitter, I think, is like some kind of bug butterfly thing. Oh, we'll see what happens. We will just have to see what happens. Honestly, I think this is the hardest part. Like painting isn't, like the act of painting isn't the hard part. It's finding the idea and like sketching out the composition and all that stuff. And then like refining that sketch like 4 times. Which 2 should I do though? I feel like maybe I'll save this one. I feel like I kind of know what I want to do, so maybe I'll save that for tomorrow because that's easier, and tomorrow's Friday, so like we'll have like an easier day. Maybe do the Ballet Dancer and the Sock Knitter because those are the ones I haven't developed as much yet, so I think that would be good for me to just start with that.
I'm using my light box here to keep tracing over my sketches until I have a sketch that I really like that I'll transfer to the coaster. And this sock knitter person butterfly thing gave me so much trouble because I wanted to have it loop around like she's knitting something very long, but I couldn't figure out how the loops looked, and you'll see eventually I ended up taking a picture of it and going on my iPad to figure it out. By the way, the colors I usually use are a mix of yellow ochre, ultramarine blue, dusty blue, Naples yellow. Those are the colors that you see right here. But yeah, I'm starting on the ballerina first. But yeah, you will see what I'm talking about with the sock knitter. For this one though, I really like putting in a dark background or a medium toned background, and then I just add a bunch of florals over it and start layering different leaves, and eventually it becomes a really nice layered background. And then my boyfriend came in at this moment because we're living together now. Isn't that fun? But yeah, he picked up this shirt from my friend Logan, and you guys are gonna die. Just look. Got a try on. He just picked up this shirt from our friend Logan and Rachel. They designed it together.
Still on sale.
You get it at okay low at bigcartel.com, I think.
There you go. Dude, it's like a hilarious shirt. Like, that's why I was like, dude, this is
I'm gonna get demonetized. I finished
go Phillies.
one of these.
Ooh.
The ballerina.
Husband, but Donald doesn't even know how to be himself anymore.
Can't figure out how I want to do the loops of the socks of her knitting, so I'm gonna go on my iPad and try it. I'm not talking to you. Nice. Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, makes
job.
sense. Thanks. So I spent probably like 20 minutes just doing different loops, trying to figure out what looks good, because I wanted it to be very patterned and colorful, and I don't know, I just like couldn't figure it out, so I ended up just scrapping that and then just going ahead and seeing what happens, and I ended up really liking the end result. Let the lesson be here is that sometimes you could plan all you want, but the best things come out when you just let yourself paint. And even though it was so nerve-wracking because I only have a certain amount of coasters, I think it was okay. Like, I was just like, it's okay if it doesn't come out right. Like, once I was in that mindset, it really clicked for me, and then I was able to just paint freely. Also, I did a poll on Instagram asking you guys if you wanted music or a voiceover for these painting clips, and I just wanted to show you what it would sound like if I didn't add either of those.
That's cute. I love the grass.
Yeah. Day 4 finish. Yay! We're done.
Woo!
Actually, this one was a struggle, but I actually kind of like how it turned out.
Looks like.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't do these loop-de-loop things. I feel like it would look like not as good. I don't know. It's very gloomy today. It's so dark in here.
Okay, it is the last day of painting every day this week. We have 2 more coasters to do before we finish 10 coasters. It's crazy. It's a lot. Getting kind of a late start to this one. It's already 1 p.m., so I think we're gonna get lunch. And then I'm gonna start these coasters. I don't really have anything planned today, so I'm just gonna paint till whenever. And then it's all gonna be over. 5 days of painting in a row. I didn't think I would be able to do it, honestly. I had a lot of doubts at the beginning of this week, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. We got someone whittling over here, so.
Like a bird.
He's fixing the bird I whittled.
It'll get there.
What did you finish this week, Miso? She threw up yesterday. I think this one's way better. This one's way better.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that was great.
Guys, I am losing steam. I can't paint anymore. I think these are my least favorite so far. I just like the colors and everything feel, I don't know, maybe after I do the colored pencil, but yeah, it's almost 5. I need to take a little bit. I sat down and now I cannot get up. I know I just need like 30 more minutes to just finish these, but I am burnt. My one motivation right now is to order a chicken Caesar salad, and then I'm gonna eat that when I'm done. That is my reward for today. And it's Friday night. I'm not gonna do anything. I literally just feel like watching YouTube, having my chicken Caesar salad, and just chilling out tonight. My apartment has become a mess because I've just been focusing on work. So this weekend, I think I am going to have a deep clean of my apartment. I have laundry to do, dishes in the sink, floors to vacuum, all that good stuff.
Of course, my mic also wasn't working. This is me ordering a chicken Caesar salad. It was bomb, by the way, like the best thing I could have done for myself in that moment. But yeah, I'm just rapidly trying to finish this colored pencil so I could be done with these coasters. I really was like totally over this project by the end. I was like ready to be, I was literally ready to ship these to Portland. That there's no other thing to say about it. That's it.
Guys, I did it. Painted every day for 5 days straight. I just finished the last 2 coasters. The only thing to do is sign and
It is Sunday. I went ahead and scanned all the coasters, I signed all of them, and now I'm gonna package them up. But before I do that, actually, I wanna make sure I have videos and photos of all of them because I'm not gonna have them anymore. They're gonna be sold off to maybe one of you guys or other people who are at the gallery. I just wanna make sure I have high quality images of all of them, one, so I could share it with the gallery, and 2, share with you guys and also have them in my archives in case I ever want to make like prints or something with them. They're all going to be packaged off and sent off across the country to Portland, Oregon. What a journey. This is the bird. Really just going to sad to see these go. I feel like I never sell my original art pieces, so this is very new to me. And I've never been in a gallery where they sell the pieces, and I've been a fan of Nucleus Gallery. The time, I hope this is safe. The 10 coasters are packaged up. They're ready to be shipped to Portland. And this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching me paint every day this week and create these 10 coasters. I am super, super proud of myself with how they turned out. These are the first things I painted in the new studio, and I honestly really, really love it in here. I feel like it's the perfect space to create. I love this window. I just feel very renewed and rejuvenated and ready to create more paintings, more videos. I'm also super excited to see these. I won't be able to make it out to Portland, so if you are in the area and can come to the opening reception to see these pieces, please, 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 please take pictures for me. I would love to see them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!